December settles softly on these walls. Frames lean closer, shadows start to talk.
Footsteps echo stories down the hall. Every brushstroke leaves a gentle mark.
Cold outside, but something here feels right. Hands still shaping hope from bits of clay.
Windows catching twinkle from the night. Another winter finds us wide awake. This is where the lights come on, where ideas gather warm, where every color has a voice and every heart belongs. From quiet dreams to open doors, from spark to something true.
The season finds its meaning here,
In what we make and share and view.
Before we begin today's episode, we want to pause for a moment to acknowledge someone whose presence shaped this gallery in ways that are difficult to put into words. Sue Ziegler was more than a volunteer, more than a helper. She was a constant. The kind of person whose quiet competence held things together so smoothly that you didn't always notice how much she carried until she was gone. What you'll see in today's episode is a group effort, a reminder that it now takes many hands to do what Sue once did so effortlessly. And while that speaks volumes about her impact, it also reflects the strength of this community she helped to build. This episode is made with gratitude, respect, and in memory of a great lady named Sue Ziegler.
Naomi, for viewers who may not realize it, what did Sue actually do here on a regular basis?
It might be better to ask what she didn't do. So she was our main scheduler. She was in charge of coordinating and filling the docent schedule to make sure that everybody was on the calendar and knew when they were supposed to be working. She was the lead for our changeouts. She was acting in a position of gallery director, so she was also involved with our monthly receptions. Whenever help was needed, whenever someone was needed to step in when something came up, she was always the first in line to say, I guess I'll make sure it gets done.
When you stepped in to help, what was your first oh wow realization?
The first oh wow, taking over as the gallery changeout coordinator, where I handle the paintings and the artists that bring them in. My first oh wow was knowing all the dates. There's a lot of moving parts in getting all of the artists the information that they need to get their certain information for the cards that are affiliated with the art, getting everybody the right date for when to bring in their art, and then gathering everybody in to change it out. There's so many moving pieces. Luckily, she had built already a 2026 calendar, and so I was able to look at the dates she already established and then build my emails off of those.
Is there a small moment with Sue that stayed with you?
Yeah. Well, what I always noticed with Sue is that she was always so enthusiastic about every single artist and every single thing, and she was just always so happy and had something good to say about their art, and was very enthusiastic about all of the art that we have here and all of our artists.
What's one task Sue handled that most people probably never noticed but mattered?
Well, she did a lot of things behind the scenes that you don't realize. Like, she would double check things that needed to be done, like the scheduling of the classes. And also, she used to also double check on the membership. We have somebody that does it, but then she'd go through it, then she'd call me and say, well, you know, there's somebody else here that's missing, or this is a wrong phone number. So she did a lot of other extra things behind the scenes to make sure everything here was running good. And also, you know, we didn't mention that she did, for the juries, she did all the training for the new people that came in. And Bill Cetera, unfortunately, he's not here today, but he stepped up and took that position, he's done a wonderful job. So it's, again, all of us have to step in all these positions.
Did Sue ever make something look effortless that turned out not to be?
Absolutely. Every day that we had change out, when we did gallery change outs, changing all the art off of the wall, she was always calm. She was always calm. And we bombarded her with questions nonstop. Where to put this, what she wants moved. And she was always calm. She was like our fearless leader. And so now, as I'm going to be taking over that spot, I had a little taste with the Christmas wall, and lots of questions, and just trying to control chaos, I think is the main plan here. And she was always so calm. So I'm going to do my best to maintain her positive attitude and kind of control the chaos, I guess.
Well, she did the scheduling, and so it always just seemed like everything was working out completely fine, and there was always someone here at the gallery, and there was no problems whatsoever. And I am now figuring that out, and it is a little bit more effort.
What did you discover after her passing that surprised you most?
I don't know if I would call it surprising, because I was aware that she did so many things for the gallery to make sure that everything kept moving as it should, but just how difficult it has been to find enough people to take on the tasks that she was regularly performing so that everything keeps moving as smoothly as it can.
Is there a small moment with Sue that stayed with you?
Yes, there is a moment, and it was a repeated moment, and I think everybody probably knows this moment. About every time during change out, when it's all been chaotic, mass chaos, lots of moving pieces, Sue would sit and she'd give an exasperated sigh, and she'd have a laugh at the end, and she'd look at us all and think, we did it. We did it. And on to the next change out. And it was always the same. It was very fun. It was a fun moment. And I think everybody can remember her giggle.
When you stepped in to help, what was your first, oh wow, realization?
Well, there was a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of different things that Sue did that I'm taking over. But one of the things that I didn't realize that I was going to be in charge of was the Christmas party. And I realized that like a few days before the Christmas party, so just getting that set up and organized and together. And I still need to do wash the tablecloths. So that was kind of an interesting realization.
What does it say about a community when it takes several people to carry one person's former workload?
Well, I think within any given community, any given group of people, there's always going to be those people who tend to step up whenever something is needed. And I think the rest of the community tends to get comfortable with the fact that there is that one person who they always know is going to help. So when that is no longer an option, the fallout is a little more chaotic than one might expect. And I think what it says about a community is, in the aftermath, looking at the people who do step up to the plate and do their best to take over where that person is now missing. That's the measure of how strong that community is.
If Sue were standing here watching this, Lois, what do you think she'd say?
I think she'd be so proud of everybody that stepped up, because she kept asking people to step up and nobody would step up. And then when she got ill, that was the turning point for people to really come and make the gallery continue. She'd be so proud that we continued, and we're going to make it good.
As far as 2026, as president of the association, what is your vision for the gallery?
Well, I would like to see more new people continuing to be interested in the arts here in Cochise County and Sierra Vista specifically. More people coming to engage with the gallery, not only on reception days, but for our classes, for our workshops, our demonstrations, because that is the gallery goal. It's to promote the arts within Sierra Vista and Cochise County as a whole. And yeah, come on by and see if you like art in any capacity, and see if there's someone here to talk to about it.
This is where the lights come on, where hands and hearts align, where every voice can leave a mark and every dream gets time. Through every season, door and year, what matters still rings true. The beauty isn't just the art, it's what creating does to you. So step inside the night, can't wait. Let winter stay outside the door. The lights are on,
The walls remember, and there's room for one idea more.
Happy New Year's, everyone!